Bruh. Josh Jacobs, my guy. Matt LaFleur, my guy. What are we doing, man? Come on. Actually, and then you know what? It's not even your fault. It's not even y'all's fault, honestly. Spencer Rattler, bro. This one is on you, my guy. This one's on me. Actually, this one's on me. I I I was not familiar with your game, my G. I underestimated your suck. I did not. I underestimated how bad you suck. I should have known. I should have known that you're going to be getting your back blown out by Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs, and that Josh Jacobs wasn't going to play for almost a whole half of football. I should have known that Josh Jacobs was almost going to hit this in 2 quarters, and that you suck so bad that you're forcing the hand of the other. Green Bay, they could have gone so deep on their roster that they ran out of players to put in. Anyways, Josh Jacobs should have hit. So should have hit. So should have hit. We hit our other pick. Josh Jacobs so should have hit. That one's going to sting for a minute. It's not your fault, Josh Jacobs. It's not your fault. It's my fault for believing in Spencer Rattler to at least put a fucking point on the board for the Saints and keep them in that game for 1 minute. For 1 minute. So, move on to our Christmas Eve games. Christmas Eve? Wednesday, my bad. Christmas Day games. Here we go. 2 picks we're going to take a look at, man. First one. This one's going to be Dalton Schultz. And yes, this is going to be, a direct result of Tank Dell's injury that he has. So we're going to go Dalton Schultz over 34.5 receiving yards. I know a lot of people are going to go Nico Collins. Blake, why are you going Dalton Schultz? Because Nico Collins is kind of an easy one, right? It's kind of a gimme, and it's jacked up to like 90.5. So I'm going to kind of slip in the dark horse here. White horse, if you will. Dalton Schultz over 34.5 receiving yards. Again, without Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz does clear this in 4 of 6 times since being with the Texans without Tank Dell, as you can see right here. And 1 yard short of that being 5 of 6 times. So 1 yard away from hitting all but once without Tank Dell on the field on this receiving yards prop. Baltimore already has one of the worst pass defenses in the league. Yards allowed to tight end, they are bottom 7. Now Nico Collins and Schultz are about to eat, and that's pretty much the bottom of it. If Schultz gets just 3 catches, I think we're good here. His receptions are set to 3.5. I don't like that as much because sometimes he is kind of like a deeper tight end / almost slot receiver, right? So he's known for getting those in his yards after catch and whatnot. So I really like this spot for him to go over 34.5 against Baltimore. And can we talk about the games? Beautiful Christmas games. Christmas games are going to be so good. Both matchups. That's going to be pick number 1. Pick number 2, we're going to be going to look at Mr. Unlimited. All right, we're going to check him out on where are we going to go? 20 pass completions right here. We're going to go over 20. I really don't mind the push potential. He does clear this barely in like just over 50% of games. It's like 5 of 9 games this year, right? But KC does have they have top 3 rush defense. So Pittsburgh's running backs, Najee Harris is a choke artist. We all know that. I think the ball does get forced through the air a ton for Pittsburgh. KC is currently giving up 22 completions per game to quarterbacks. Plus George Pickens is back. So all the more reason for the ball to be in the air if you're Pittsburgh. His attempts are set to 30.5, but he only clears that 3 times all year. So let's not right there. Let's not. Let's stick right here. Over 20 completions. Again, I don't mind the push potential, especially with when's the last time we hit a slip? It's been like over a week since we hit a slip. So let's get right. I don't mind the push potential. Even with the deducted payout, that's perfectly fine. Give me Schultz over 34.5 receiving yards. Russell Wilson to get at least 20 pass completions on a shootout against KC, who has a top 3 rush defense. George Pickens is back. Let's put that thing in the air. Let's get some passes thrown. That'll be the 2 picks, man. Everyone have a Merry Christmas. Stay safe. I will catch y'all on the next one. Good luck. Later. Oh, except you, Spencer Rattler. No Merry Christmas for you. Fuck off. You owe me my $5 slip back.